Okay guys, we are going to get back in the saddle with this little Mercedes gasser. And let me tell you, I'm running a little bit behind on this project. I really hoped to be further along than I am. So I'm probably about 50-50 on whether or not I'm going to get this done. But we're going to try. We're going to bear down in this video and try to get as much done as possible. And I have a pretty long list of things to do. I did print out some new frame rails, which has a much smaller pivot. So here's one of the old frame rails, and you can see the difference. So anyway, as you can tell, I have a lot to cover here, and hopefully I can get all that done. We're going to see what we can do, because if we don't, this isn't going to get done. All right, guys, let's get started. Okay, we've been rocking and rolling on this interior, and you notice the stock interior is untouched, right? That is because we have transplanted the interior from the Nova gasser. And this was just a much more appropriate interior for a drag car. 2 seats, it's got a fuel cell in the back, roll bar. It suits it. The only thing I don't like is the chrome, but we're going to fix that here in just a second. And what I did is, so get this out of here. It took a lot of massaging to get that interior just right. And you can see I've shaved down the sides. I had to clip off the axle retention tabs. Sanded the front here. I got the front of the dash off. So it took a lot of work, but man, we're kicking. So this is done for now. I might have a couple more bits of work to be done on the interior piece. But next up, so I have my hinge right here, and this piece is going to stay in the frame, and I'm going to have a little tube that fits in over that will be attached to the bumper here. At least that's my plan. We're going to see how this works. I have lots of extra bumpers, so if I mess this one up, it's not really a big deal. So we're going to test fit this and just see where we are. I'm just going to eyeball this. It looks pretty easy to get this centered, and I think it just goes right here. I've spent some time looking at it, and it should go right there, and it should fit. We'll just see how far off we are, and then I can either move this piece on the bumper, or I could even move my hinge points here on the frame. That's easily done too. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue this down, and I'm just going to use super glue with a little accelerator. So that hinge position worked pretty well. I still think there's a little bit of fine-tuning to do here, but it looks to be pretty close. What I need to do next is I need to prep the hood for the motor. You can see I've already got a cutout there. So I need to cut that out. Here, I got this cut out. But before I start cutting on this, I want to make sure it's centered. So I need to grab some calipers and just double check my marks there, because I just eyeballed that. Okay, so I think it's time to glue the bumper to the hood. I was hoping to hold off on this so I could paint the bumper separate, but I need this all together. I've got too many moving parts while I'm trying to fit this thing, and it's just a mess. a lot done. I still need to massage the base a little bit more. So let's go ahead and start that. All right, let's just get that going. Okay, so what I got here is, let's back this off, is muriatic acid, and this will attack the chrome that's in the paint, but it shouldn't do anything to the plastic. At least that is what I hear from our man. So we've got that flipped over, and I'm just going to let that soak for a while. I got it locked up in here to keep the fumes in because this stuff is pretty nasty. And I'll be back in just a minute, and I'll show you how it did. I could already see a lot of that chrome coming off, so it's working. Alright, I just took this out of the acid bath, and as you can see, it really did a good job. None of that chrome is left, except for a little spot right here. I don't know if you can see that. A little spot right there on the steering wheel. I don't know why it seems like it pooled there, and the interior itself is unscarred. There's a little bitty nick right here I did whenever I was working this thing with a Dremel. So I'll probably have to, I'll take a file to that, I guess. But pretty good. I'm going to see if I can get that little bit off. Not quite as round, but it looks pretty good still, I think. And now it will fit in the car better. Okay, I think we got a stopping point for this video. This car has gone so far today, so far. So here we are. I got the rear axle glued in, new interior installed. I have the base. Base is finished. Just focus. Base is finished. I have the here's the biggest part of today. Look at that. I have the hinge all done. And it's pretty good. Pretty good. This motor is just a little loose in here. I haven't got the motor mounted yet, but fits in there nicely. What else have we done today? Well, we got our grill glued in. I have the motor worked on. The motor is started. I would like to add some sort of detail piece to the bottom. I don't want to go, it's not something that you really see that much, and if it's a problem with me getting it done or getting the project done, I'll probably skip that. But I would like to put a lower end on this motor, just so when you turn the thing over, it doesn't look weird. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put this up on the turntable so you can get a good look at it. I'll throw this on there too, so you can compare them. Guys, thanks for watching. This thing's turning out great. I'm happy, and tell me what you think. Okay, y'all take care.